Welcome in from the high desert. It's my morning time, so it's like 9 o'clock at night. What we're doing today is open season.
Just here to pick up some supplies, boss.
This is Nuka Market. I also have a mod on here. I've been using it for, God, years. But it still works on the next gen. And it just makes the
The
place
raiders keep talking
a
about
little more
bloodworms.
lively.
I hope I never find out what those are.
And but all the dirt, all the garbage kind of irritates me. So yeah, I just turned down my audio. I don't know if it's going to affect the video, but it's just too loud for me. My radios are on. I do have a mod for that, but it's the old pre-next gen mod, so it doesn't look like it's working over here. I just go around and turn them off. That way YouTube doesn't get me for having,
Don't worry about me. I'll stay in
whatever.
line.
And we're the Nuka Cola boss over here. You'll see that I'm just taking off their collars. Three console commands. Open container one. I'll put it in the description. I put all my cheat sheets into a database I made, and then put it on the web for me to just go over there and get these commands, For that, I just used disable and then mark for delete. And you got to be careful when you have followers, because you can delete your followers. And that woman didn't have anything on her butt, so I put something there, because I don't want to see women.
If I said I loved my
naked.
job, I'd be lying. At least the raiders find me useful, so they mostly leave me alone.
Yeah, and he has his collar on, and there we go, I took it off.
You gotta do what it takes to survive.
I did this whole thing already, and then I didn't have the mic on, and I'm not a big talker anyway, so when I had to do it over again, I'm like, forget it, I'm going to bed. So I try not to do these when I'm tired, because then is when I have a hard time hiding. I lisp, if you haven't noticed. I have some speech things going on, and I hear it more than other people do, I'm told. So so I try to do this when I'm awake. Be real careful when you do that, because again, you can delete your followers. So if you use console commands, just, see, Logan is, see, and I could have easily, and I think I've done that to dog meat before. God, I don't know what happened to him anyway, so I figured that I probably got, trying to hurry, Oh, I stopped myself from doing this, by the way, because there's a lot in Nuka World to clean up and stuff. And so I had to stop myself from, then I just gave up trying to cut it out of the video, because I do so much of it. Oh my God. Because that's the only way to get rid of all this trash. I just don't like it, What we're going to do here is we're going to talk to all the NPCs. At this time, I just did this the other day, but I wasn't sure if I was going to do this or not. And I spoke to all the NPCs, and I thought, well, yeah, let's do it. So I just went home and did it. It wasn't planned, is what I'm trying to say. I don't like seeing the colors on them. Now, in my bad playthrough, which is in the videos are on YouTube, I was a bad. I played the bad way, you know, and I did the Nuka World run.
Look who it is. Are you here to grace my
this
humble
dude here,
market stand
I
with
wasn't
your
even going to
presence,
take it
oh
off
great
him
boss,
at
sir?
first because I'm like, screw you.
What's your
you know?
problem?
Well, let's just say the situation in Nuka World has never been what I call
I would be mad too.
equitable. We do all the work, then the gangs reap the rewards. Pretty sweet setup, at least for you. But I guess it doesn't really
but it's
matter
better
what I
than
think, does it?
not being
As long
alive,
as I'm
but,
wearing this collar, I'm no better than a slave.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it either. So, if you notice, there's a lot of well, just keep watching, you'll see. And I wasn't sure what to say.
Do you complain this much to everyone? Or am I just being singled
I
out here?
Well,
still
it's not
read
every
over
day
all
that
the
one of us
choices,
low-life
you know.
traders get to have words with the high and mighty overboss. Maybe I didn't want to waste the opportunity to tell you how things really are around here. Now, if you need guns or ammo, I'm the one you talk to. And before you ask, yeah, everyone pays, even you.
Yeah, I don't. I am very careful because I'm not.
I'll
playing
think
the
about it.
Whatever you
the
want.
bad guy this time, or bad lady. It looks like I failed to protect some places. I don't run to my settlements, if you notice.
Not looking for
if
trouble.
I'm bored or
Just some
something,
good
I
deals.
will, but otherwise, if I haven't built my settlements good enough, they'll fail.
Hi.
And I'm just like,
Hey,
oh,
boss. Gotta admit, it was good to see Coulter go down.
otherwise, if you built
Scared
your
the hell out of
settlements
me.
correctly, you shouldn't
me
have to run
nightmares.
back to them. They should be able to defend themselves. So that's where I was getting at there.
What was he like?
In a word, violent. The other raiders might also tell you that he got a little too comfortable in the position. In any case, he wasn't someone whose bad side I ever wanted to be on. Just like I don't ever want
And
to
it's
be on
New
yours.
Year's, so you're going to hear a lot of booms and bangs. I just heard.
I'm
one
not
through
planning
my
to give anyone
earphones,
nightmares.
so,
Thank goodness. I'll sleep a lot better having you in
our
charge.
dog doesn't.
So,
doesn't
what do you
like
think
the fireworks
about
at
running Nuka
all.
World? I mean, figure it must be a pretty tough job, keeping all these raiders in line.
And frankly, I don't like to hear all the big bangs and booms either, but it is what it is.
I didn't choose this. I was just trying not to be killed by a maniac in power armor.
Oh, you see, I
guess
have
any
Gage
one of
with
us
me.
would have
Gage
done the
is part
same
of
thing
my
in your
normal
situation.
crew. Well,
Well,
in open season,
I'm sure you've got more important
he
stuff
turns
to do
on
than
us.
talk to me.
and
Or were you here
I
to pick
have the
something up?
same mods I run before, but
What have you got?
this is the next
A little bit of
gen
everything,
game,
really.
and
General
mods
supplies, some
don't-
components,
Some mods
that kind
don't
of
work in
thing.
next gen.
So, what
And
can I get for you?
his mod didn't work either, so I finally sent him away to
Sure.
Sanctuary.
Let's
and
take a
then
look.
I had a
Sure thing.
console command him back into my group, and that's what I did. I don't need junk. I think I bought something for Gage, because Gage and I were my character and Gage are a couple in this, and you buy your mate presents, and I think they have present on them, but I wasn't sure. So yeah, dog's coming in here and he lays in between us, or sits in between us, because he's scared. He doesn't like those bangs and booms. So he's going to be in here. Some dogs don't care, and some dogs do. Our last batch of dogs, I don't think they cared, but they were they got old too, and one of them couldn't even hear. So, or what? Two of them couldn't hear or see. So,
I know looting seems callous,
you know, they
but that's
didn't
life
care
on the
because
road.
they didn't hear them. But even the mastiffs, when they got older, they didn't seem to care. Huh? Yeah, he's saying as puppies they didn't even care, you know, so the mastiffs. We had, at one time we had 3 mastiffs, and then my Australian Shepherd and my Aussie mix with Border Collie. And, yeah. And then we lost them all within 6 months or so. It was kind of a hard time. But that's what happens when you have old dogs. What I'm doing is I'm circulating through all my console commands for my, oh, Jesus, there's a big one out there, for the container, to put something on her butt. Open container, that command right there. I have it in the bigger screen, but I still can't read that from here. Open actor container 1 is the code. And that's where you can trade with anyone. It doesn't matter if you use that command. And then as soon as you push on her, see there, it stays and they can walk away and such. I don't really want her having, well, I guess I'd rather than that. You can change all their clothes. Everyone here, you can change their clothes if you want. It's 9 o'clock.
Well now,
so
what's
we got a couple
this?
more hours
Got us
before,
a celebrity here. It's the queen of the castle
New Year,
herself,
but,
the one and only boss of Nuka World. So you up for this? Ready to take charge and keep the peace between
Now,
3 of the
in my
nastiest
other
raider gangs in the
playthroughs, this guy
wasteland?
looked different.
Ain't gonna be easy, I can promise you that.
All correctly.
I was a raider once myself, so I know how difficult they can be.
You were a raider? What happened?
Yeah, a long time ago. Got in a scrap and almost bought it. Decided the lifestyle wasn't worth dying
Yeah,
for, so
you
I
need
got
your
out.
speech.
Kicked around a few
checks and
settlements trying to
everything
live
for
straight.
this, and
Got
I
thrown
think
out
I
of them
have
all.
I think
Hard
I
to
have
change your
mine
ways,
all
you
the
know.
way.
Came out here a few years back and was finally making it work.
Oh,
Then
by the way,
Coulter
too,
and his
I
gang
just played
showed up.
normal.
Can't outrun your
normal
past, I
mode,
guess.
And
Sooner or later, it's gonna catch up with you. So,
I
think you're up to
do
the
for
task?
story. I played my game for story and then building. So a lot of my mods are building mods, and then of course I like story, so I put on a lot of.
To be
mods
honest,
for
I have my doubts.
New Worlds.
Raiders fight.
And,
That's what they do. They
new
can't change their
NPCs,
nature.
No
new
doubt, no
quests
doubt.
Of story.
The trick is to keep them fighting something besides each other, right? Well, hey, I'm glad you stopped by. See, I'm the keeper of the sweet stuff around here. I've got cams for all your needs. But that's not all. I've also got a proposition. Just for you.
See, I don't pick the, you know, if you're using too much of your own product or anything like that.
All right, let's hear it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I've always had a gift for brewing chems. See, the trick is to experiment with your ingredients. Try everything. Because you never know, right? The other day, I cooked up a real sweet
the
blend
chem
of
dealers,
Comex.
I
This
look at
was
them like
solid gold,
pharmacists
man. I mean,
of
this was
today,
diamond dust. Now, I'd love to make some for you,
because that's
being the big bad
basically
boss
what
that you are.
pharmacists
But
are.
I'm gonna need
You
a
know,
lot
they deal
more
with
bloodworm
drugs.
meat to do it.
And two, somebody pointed out the other day about the
Wait,
teeth.
did you just
And
say
there's no
bloodworm
dentist
meat?
The best
in,
mixers know
this
that you
world.
can't achieve greatness without a little,
And of course,
imagination.
everyone
Can't
knows
exactly
dentists
go out there
used
with
to
this
be
color
the
on,
doctors
but you can
at
go
one
anywhere
time.
you please. I figure 10 hunks of bloodworm meat should do the trick.
And that's
And
where
then
the
I'll
red,
show
white, and
you
blue
just what kind of magic I can make.
symbol that goes around. It's kind of like a big candy cane type thing. That's where that came from, because they were doctors and dentists and all that.
Where can I
Well,
find bloodworms?
Outside the park, mostly. They hide
haircut,
in the ground.
the barbers.
Until you get real close, that is. So what do you think of my little proposal? We both stand to benefit after all.
I figured,
Sure.
yeah, why not?
I'll keep that in mind.
Sounds good to me, sister. Now, what's your pleasure today? Any cravings I can satisfy?
And because of the gameplay I play, we're family.
Not right now.
Whatever you
Family
want,
is really
boss.
high on my thing on Fallout 4. And since she can have babies and such, she doesn't do alcohol or drugs. Well, those are the same thing, but she doesn't do any of that because it can hurt the baby if she's pregnant. But even if she's not pregnant, being hooked on any kind of drug, isn't really good for the baby. So same goes with tobacco is in the drugs. A lot of the Nuka Cola, that's what it is. But this is what made my decision if I was gonna do this quest or not. Is, walk around and talking to everybody. And you don't really need to do that. All you need to do is talk to the doctor lady. And we all know Nuka Cola Raiders are lazy. They are the laziest things in the whole game. And they fight amongst themselves and why she's dead. And then I don't, nobody's going to leave a dead body just sitting there, so I delete them. And I'm kind of procrastinating because I'm kind of thinking over, do I want to do this or not at this point? And when I'm chewing over something, I have a tendency to go slow and, so I'm thinking, do I want to, do I want to kill everybody, See, Shay keeps coming up, my wolf, who is another mod, by the way, but as she works in Next Gen just fine. But anyway, I'm pushing on that, the dead body, but it keeps coming up Shay, and that's what you have to be careful of, because I can delete Shay real easy. Or Boris there. Dog beats around here too. I like my dogs. And all the garbage and stuff, I'm like, do I want to do that? Because it takes like a good hour to get rid of all the garbage and stuff. So I'm just gonna let's not do that. Okay, so we're looking for the doctor. She's not right here, but she is taking inventory. So that's who we
Hi.
really want to talk to.
Hello, boss.
And
Congratulations on taking out
I may
Coulter.
do some things
I'm,
different because I've
sure
got
you'll
other
do great.
videos of this, but I don't remember the choices as such, so it just depends what I'm playing at the time.
I'm still trying to figure out if I even want this gig.
That's understandable, but whether you want it or not, the job is yours. Sorry I'm so nervous. I didn't mean any disrespect, boss. I just don't know where I stand
And
with
I
you,
know
and I
before
don't want
I
to end up
said,
pissing you off.
you know,
That, and well,
you're digging your own grave.
I'd be
or
lying if
whatnot,
I
you
said
know.
we weren't all wondering how you plan to run
I
the
think I've
place.
done every.
I mean, this is your show now.
Every.
You can do anything you want.
Kind
You
there
can run
was
Nuka
at
World
one
just
time or
like
the
Coulter.
other.
Business as usual.
I played this a few times.
You could, well,
And
you
that's
know,
probably why I put in different mods.
get rid of
you
the
know, 'cause I
Raiders
want-
if you don't
yeah.
exactly agree with how they're running the place.
Yeah, see, wow, this is the first time I can't see it right now.
Well, I
Digging
admit,
your own grave or
I didn't
something
like being roped into this job in the first place.
Then this might be your chance to make some changes around here. The gangs that call this place home are already at each other's throats. Now, you could risk your own neck and try to keep them from tearing each other apart, or you could do the right
I
thing
typically
and put
play
them
the
in
game
the
in
ground.
my
When it's
big,
all said and done, you're still running this
display,
place from your fancy
and so
house
I
on the
can
mountain over
read
there.
that.
Except now,
Right now it's
you won't have to
not.
sleep with a gun under your pillow.
Older you get, the the worse your eyesight and stuff gets.
I'm not making any promises, but I'll keep it in mind.
It's your call, boss. If you're serious about this, then you'll have to take down the leaders of the gangs. That means putting a bullet into Nisha,
that's- I was gonna
Mason,
say that,
Mags, and Mags's
I
brother,
don't show all the
William. Once you do that,
gunplay,
the gangs will collapse and Nuka Town goes back to being a
One
free
thing is,
trading
you've
post.
never done this
I should probably stop
then
talking
you'll
about this out
be
here.
surprised.
Just
you
keep
know,
what I
at
said
what
in
you
mind.
have to do.
Anyway, I'm the closest thing to a doctor around
Say
here.
we started
I
open
treat
season.
everyone,
That's
raider,
talking to her.
trader, or traveler alike. Got some medical supplies too. If you're looking for those.
Doctor? How did you end up in this place?
Well, it's a bit of a story. I used to live at a settlement west of here. We got hit by Coulter and his gang back when he had one. It was a tough fight. We killed some of theirs, they killed some of ours. They were wounded on both sides, but nobody could get to them. I called out for a
it's kinda
ceasefire
like,
on the condition that I'd see to their
kinda
injuries
like
as
in,
well as ours.
Vegas,
Saved
you
a
know,
few
where
lives that
there's,
day, including Coulter's. When he set up this place, he came back for me.
slaves there too.
Said if I
right?
came along, he'd make sure his guys wouldn't hit our settlement again. Now this place is my home. Anyway, anything I can do for you? Treatment or supplies?
And if
Patch me
you've
up,
played
Doc.
the
All right, let's
wrong
start with your
side of
symptoms.
Nuka World,
What's
you know,
wrong
where you're a
exactly?
bad guy, you collar people.
No crazy partying or anything like that?
Glad to hear it. Anything else?
You get a lot more gameplay if you do the bad side.
No cuts or
the
bruises or
raiders,
anything?
you know.
Good. Hope it stays that way. Anything else?
I shouldn't say the wrong side because there's really,
Not feeling any
There-
radiation
all,
sickness.
everyone's a
Good.
gang in this.
Keep an eye
yeah,
on it,
so-
though. What else?
Never mind. We're done.
Fine. Come back later.
See, I didn't know if my girl was pregnant, so that's a good way of finding out, you know. Usually I go to Nuka or Diamond City, and I check in with Dr. Sun. Usually that's where I go. Now, just because I'm taking off their collars, they still have the collars on, or they talk like they do until you get done with open season. And you'll see when
General
I
goods
decide
here.
what I'm gonna
Come
do
on over
because
and pick up what you need.
I just go and do it, you know. So
Miss Chase.
and I think
Stocking
you
up for your
talked
next
to her.
raid? Have a look.
What have you got?
A little bit of everything, really. General supplies, some
And it's the
components,
same
that kind of
dialogue.
thing. So, what can I get for you?
Because I thought we just did this, but oh well.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Sure thing.
And sometimes I open trade and that kind of thing just to see how wealthy they are. You know, my settlers, I'll do that with my settlers and such. That way you can see.
Can't believe you guys got the power back on. That must have
how
been a
they're
hell of a
doing.
job.
Feel kind of bad for these traders, having to wear the collars like that.
Yeah, the
Pistols,
raiders, you
rifles,
know,
grenades,
they
every
won't
other kind of weapon
they
you
won't
need.
grow their own food. They won't
3
do
rival
nothing.
gangs
They
in
want
one place and
somebody
they're
else
not
to
killing
do
each other?
everything.
I've never seen
And
anything
see,
like it.
I decided to go ahead and take his off too because I would have been a little pissed off too with that thing on, you know. So, and you see their shot collar, and that console command works like I said before with everyone. You can trade
Seems
with
like every time I
everyone
fix one
in the
thing,
world with
another
that
thing
command.
breaks.
The guy selling chems is a little off.
Yeah, well, he's
The
around guns all
traders
the
here are
time.
no better than slaves. Poor bastards.
See, I'm speeding up, so because I've made the choice, I think.
Excuse me. Got a little of everything.
And she's just a
What have
trader
you
that
got?
comes in from
It
the
changes every
Commonwealth.
day, to be honest. But I try to keep a good mix of weapons, supplies,
And
and
she
trinkets.
looks different too.
It's a
from
decent
my
bet
other
I've got something
playthroughs.
you want.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Yeah, see, I just. Oh, and walking through the doors, you're taking your life in your hand because when you walk through the doors, you're changing cells, you know. Oh, look at me, I'm all technical. But anyway, walking through doors is a crashing point for Fallout 4, so I always save before. I try to remember to save
Sure,
that way
I'm here
if
to
I
trade,
crash.
but I'm not letting
You know,
my
I
guard
wanna
down
do
for a
all
second.
that play again, you know.
How do you manage to carry so many caps around? I
Now,
practically
Logan
need a
is from
backpack to carry
another
more than
mod.
100
and
at a
I know
time.
I've said that
Weapons of
before,
all
but he's
kinds
from the
was for a
Fortville
fair
mod.
price.
You see
Vault
that
4.
crazy robot
I
dressed like a
like
bottle?
Logan. Logan is pretty much. I like the mod too, but Logan is why I get the. I install the mod, is because I really like Logan, and he's part of our crew now. So, yeah, so that's that. And you can take.
I'd
most
bring my kids here
everything
someday,
but
if not for
why
all these raiders.
I'm making 500 and something caps a day just for myself.
Looking to
instead of
chill
other
out
things,
or
so,
get fired up? The way I got what you
I mean, you
need.
can cheat caps in.
Came a
but
long
why?
way to see
You
this
know,
place.
Once you get the economy going, there's no reason to. I get my economy going first thing. That's the most important thing for me. That way I don't have to worry about caps. And this mod is a really good one. That's why I have it in all my playthroughs. This market, you know, otherwise the market is really dead. I mean, there's hardly anything here, I think. And they even have a little cat, but you can't pet it. I mean, I guess you could shoot it if you wanted to. I don't do that. Now this is a crashing point, right? But I can't remember if I crashed or not. Nuka World on this playthrough anyway. Nuka World is a little touchy because I have mods that use assets from Nuka World, so it makes it a little dicey. So yeah, I kind of made my choice.
We'd
what I was
all
gonna do.
considered putting a bullet
And
in
what I
Cooper's back or
tried to do
something.
and what
Suppose you
happened
just
are
beat
two
us to
different
it.
things. First thing I forgot to send Engage away. And I either should have sent him away or turned off the data or something, you know, so but again, I thought my mods would work. Sometimes the mods work. Well, in my other playthroughs. But being the next gen, it kind of messed up a lot of the mods. Now see, I thought, and this was my thought process, I would take her into the other room and kill her, right? So that way, but yeah, as soon as you kill one of them, everyone knows what you did. So it doesn't matter if you take her into the other room or not, is what I'm getting at, and you'll see.
Yes.
But I thought I'd try. I think I tried this another time too. I don't remember. Okay, then I bring her to us. See, I already pushed on her, and I got her numbers right there. So move to player, and boom, there she is. See, and so you kill her. All right, well. I guess she took that. So you kill her, and then boom, everything, and you fail all those because you know, what you have to do. And I came out here to see what, well, you know, everybody's turned on us, of course, because yeah. And again, I didn't add all the gameplay. My dogs, their job is to hold or kill everyone. And Shay is really good at that. Shay, my wolf, she's supposed to go in before us and kill who she can. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to cut this video some, so you know, you don't see everything.
So this will be test
our
of
games
persuasion
might be
formula.
different, but
Our subject here. What'd you say
some
your
of
name
it's
was again?
not.
Fuck you, Lizzie. When my crew finds out about this, they're gonna wear your skin. Okay, we're just gonna call
She's
you
the scientist who does
Would you
experiments
please
on
stop
people.
talking?
And,
Go to hell.
and she's part of the operators. So the
As you
operators
can
are for
see,
money.
8 is currently not receptive to my suggestions. Now,
but if you've played the
deploying
game,
the formula.
you know what they're up to.
What? What the? Hey!
I'm just listening to this, and I'm
Hey,
just
yourself.
waiting as
Hey, how do you
the
feel
video's
right now?
going, or the audio is
Fine. Good, I guess. Excellent. Now, 8, I'm going to untie your arm. Okay. Now, 8,
She's doing
I want you
you'll
to
hear
hit
it if I
yourself.
shut up.
Hit myself? Please.
And being the
Again,
Nuka boss,
Harder
you
this
can
time.
get this stuff from her experiments, you know.
That's perfect. Thank you, 8. You can stop now. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for, yeah.
You're welcome.
I thought that
8,
was
I'm
kind of
going
funny.
to untie you. Now, if you wouldn't mind. 8! What are you... Are you an idiot? Did you really think that shit would work? I'm gonna eat your... Thank you, William.
Yeah, William and his sister are involved in these experiments. I mean, so they're not, you know, nobody's a good guy or, you know, in this. Though, I think the same way about the Brotherhood and the Minutemen and everybody. No one's a good guy in this game. I don't think we're even good guys in this game. Actually, I thought I cut a lot of this out because I'm a loot goblin. I take everything, and I'm trying not to try not to do that because I can always come in here later and see that was the electrical, because we can have this place as our own. And we can, clean it up or whatnot. And I really did think I cut this. And I could still cut it, but oh well. It's more of a process than that. And no, I don't read these mainly because of what I just said before is I'm in a lower screen and I can't see that without getting up to the, or putting my glasses on, but I don't want to do that. Oh, and you see that when I loot these bodies, I mean, I take everything, because you can use it,
Hell yeah.
That's the way I always see it. So they're naked. They're naked. And again, you're walking through a door. Quick saves are, come on, they're useless in a lot of games. My camera button and the autosave is the same thing. And it does register, but I've turned off all my saves. I have enough saves. I make my own saves, and if I forget to, that's my own damn fault.
You're making a big
Anyway,
mistake here.
everything's going to hell in a handbasket. Everybody's against us, so we have to go through. And
I've not lasted 20 years in this business by losing fights. Better if you just run.
Logan, you pay him to come with you at the bar if they're in the vault for it. But after a while, you become friends and stuff, and then he totally is 100%. And then he gives you your money back just like the others. See, my dogs are holding on now.
How does it feel?
And they're attack dogs just like they're supposed to be, That door there, I stay away from that. Actually, I don't think it even opens until you do the cappy glasses thing. And see, I should have put a transfer right there, and I make it look. See, just like that. Okay, now this is Mason. Mason just gave us this gun not long ago. We gotta kill him. And I wish we didn't have to kill all the animals, but we did. And I do cut this. You even have to kill the gorilla in the cage because it will turn on you. And then there's a spot in here you don't want to forget. And I'll show you. Okay, Logan is a mod. Sometimes you hit the resurrect, you just put push on him and type in resurrect. If you can't give him skin packs, sometimes I can't give Shay skin packs too, so I just do that. I use console. I play modded. Okay, now this is the spot you don't want to forget. And of course, I save before you walk through the door, because if you don't, I don't show it all because there's surprises in here and stuff. And,
here we go.
I don't want to ruin everything,
Hostiles coming in.
Even though on my last games I could have. I save a lot, and I do real saves because these doors are just you never know. Okay, and I sent away Gabe because he did turn on us, and he will. And then I had a constant bringing him back. back in two, you don't want to shoot any of the settlers, the traders, no one. Because if you do, everyone turns on you. And then it ruins the game. For me, it ruins my gameplay. And typically, I won't even fire.
You're making a big mistake here.
Because I have a tendency to hit everyone, you know. Yeah. But all you want to do is kill the raiders. And these guys will jump in your way to kill and stuff. And it's really the same way with settlements.
I'll make short work of you.
Are shooting an enemy or something, and if you shoot any of them, they all turn on you. So I have a tendency.
Another day, another cat.
Not to fire unless I'm positive it's going to be safe.
They have anything good on them?
And my dogs, if you notice, my dogs, they leave everybody alone unless they're an enemy of mine. And typically I try to take off heads because I know they're not going to come back. And I do make mistakes with, well, I'll resurrect the wrong person and they'll get up without a head on. And it's kind of funny. And then if they're hurt, they'll walk around they'll hold their broken arm or whatever. Or their leg, they'll limp around.
You really know how to handle yourself, boss.
Yeah. I like it when they say that because it's like, yeah, right. Everybody else is doing all the fighting. I'm just kind of, you know, supervising. And I get rid of the bodies kind of thing, and, you know, just say bold mark for delete. And we're almost done here. Almost done. All I gotta do is talk to the doctor lady, and then it's the end of the quest. So I do appreciate you coming by and everything. And it gets my, I talk now in these. So that's different for me. But, and yeah, I forget where she's at, you know, so I have to look around. Now, if you didn't have this mod on here, she's easy to find because there's hardly anything here. Yeah, I'm lost. I get lost so easy. I'm lost. And that's where the cattle goes, so I don't want to go in there. I'm lost. There. Right? I didn't even have it marked. And that's why I couldn't find her. So, it happens. There she is.
Dr. Bridgman?
Boss, I can't believe it. You killed the raiders. All of them. I have to ask, why?
You and the other traders were being treated like slaves. I had to put an end to it.
Well, you
Yeah,
certainly
I have to
did
work
that.
on my lady.
I've thought about this day for a long time.
I haven't.
Dreamed about it, really. Though I never thought I'd see that dream come true. Now that it has, I'm left with a question that I don't know the answer to. What happens next?
Whatever you want.
What do you want to happen?
I think we should keep this place going, like the way it used to be. Only now, we can use the money we bring in to make our lives better. Before you go, there's one last thing I need to say. Thank you. Sincerely, from all of us. Thank you. Wherever
Now
the
I can
road
get
takes
on with
you,
my
know that you'll
settlements over
always
here.
be welcomed back here in
I
Nuka
have
World.
quite a few of them.
Now, if you'll excuse
Mods.
me,
Yeah.
I've got to figure out a way to safely
Okay,
remove these
this is
collars.
pretty much it. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Have a good new year.